You know the story, the original Blair Witch Project. 3 kids, shaky camera, screaming in the woods. Everyone thought it was fake until people started going missing for real. 25 years later, nobody goes into those woods, at least not at night. But then came the Lost Woods. They ran a tiny YouTube channel called Dead End Explorers. In April 2024, 4 friends, Jenna, Mark, Kyle, and Donnie packed up 2 cheap tents, 3 cameras, and a stack of energy drinks. Urban legends were their bread and butter. Abandoned hospitals, ghost towns, bridges with stories of people jumping. But this time, they wanted views. Real views. They wanted to go viral. So they drove to Burkittsville, Maryland, the same sleepy town on the edge of those cursed woods. They called it the new Blair Witch Project Live. Their last upload still has the thumbnail. 4 smiling faces and a caption that says, "Wish us luck." They parked at dusk. Left the car near an old logging road, trees pressing in on all sides like dark fingers. They filmed everything. Mark cracking jokes, Jenna reading the old newspaper clippings about kids gone missing. Kyle flew his drone over the treetops, laughing that they'd find the witch from above. They set up camp in a clearing that looked just like every found footage horror film you've ever seen. Tarp, fire pit, cheap lanterns flickering in the wind. At first, it was fun. Ghost stories, cheap beer, Kyle trying to scare Danny with fake twig dolls he made while everyone else was asleep. But the next morning, the dolls were real, tied with twine they didn't bring, hanging above the tents like little warnings. Mark thought it was a prank. He blamed Jenna, but her hands were shaking when she said, "It wasn't me." A figure, blurry, pale, moving just inside the tree line. The second night, the drone picked up something strange. No footsteps, no voice. Just the crunch of leaves and the low hum of static on the feed. When Kyle turned the drone to follow it, the screen went black. They found the drone in pieces at dawn, smashed on the stump, propellers cracked like snapped bones. The last footage on Mark's phone is still online. You can find it if you dig deep enough. It's shaky, low light, whispering voices. The 4 of them running through the trees, breathless. They keep saying, "It's behind us." Then the camera catches something, a glimpse of a woman, all hair and shadows. Her hands twisted around a tree trunk like she's part of it. Mark screams. The camera drops. You hear someone begging, "Please, please, we're sorry." Still playing the same clip on loop until the battery died. Then nothing but the wind and the distant cracking of branches. No bodies, no footprints leading out. Only the phone found by hikers months later. They call that patch of woods the Lost Woods now, a new name for an old curse. Local kids dare each other to go in after dark, but none of them stay long. Sometimes they come back with stick figures tied to their backpacks. Sometimes they wake up with dirt under their nails they can't explain. If you ask me, the Blair Witch was never gone. She just needed new stories. And 4 kids with cameras gave her exactly what she wanted. So if you ever see a YouTube video titled Blair Witch Live, New Footage, do yourself a favor. Don't click play. Don't watch it alone. And whatever you do, don't follow where they went.